Hi, it's me. It is, I think, October the 11th. Oh, October the 10th, 2018. And I'm just sitting here just thinking this evening. A lot on my mind. Um, One of the things is I attended the 11th African American Latino Roundtable today. So shout out to Roxanne and Luther Soul for doing an excellent job, and also to all the individuals who contributed to this event to make it such a positive one. Uh, it was really nice. I really enjoy the opportunities such as this to meet other people in the community, other activists, other elected officials who are actually really trying to help their communities in which they are elected to serve. Um, it was interesting today. I shared with the audience how the city of Duquesne was so contained with nepotism, such as the mayor, his son in law being the city manager, the controller being the nanny, her husband being the chair of the planning commission, and the Act 47 coordinator tying back to the controller with a name similarity of her maiden name, which was Novak Consultant. It seems to me that in this quote unquote political realm, that's not unusual, although it's actually wrong. There's no type of oversight, no one's looking to see what is being done. And when you look at your current politicians or whatever it may be, um, they tend to shun and no one wants to address the issue. This is a new administration, this is new to me, but I'm trying to run my organization the way I believe that government should be run. That means that it is for the people, it is by the people, and it is responsive to the people. Um, and that's truly what I believe. I don't think some people actually know how government is supposed to operate. So I think I may need to do maybe some type of civic class in the city. I don't even know if anyone will show up. Um, but I think there needs to be some type of education within the city so residents can actually understand that they have a voice and the government actually works for them, believe it or not. Um, this has been a very uh, trying time for me. I'm not saying that I thought it was going to be a cakewalk for me to walk in and take everything over, but the fact that I keep running up against brick walls, um, it really hurts. Um, it hurts to the fact where my community supported me and put me in office, but yet they're not here to continue the support. I don't know if that's because they've been beat down for so long that they don't actually know that there's light at the end of the tunnel. I don't believe they can envision the new city of Duquesne, the great city of Duquesne, and what it can look like. It doesn't have to be these blighted properties. It doesn't have to be any of that. It can be a beautiful city like it used to be, where we used to hear children laugh outside, play on the playgrounds. All of that has been taken away. To where like the whole community is like living like if it's in some kind of deep depression type situation. I joke and refer to the city as modern day slavery. But in fact, I really do think it is. It's like some days I feel like I'm in the Stone Age. Is that the people don't know that they have the power. You put people in office. Those people are actually supposed to represent you. And you don't reward people for bad behavior, which means that if they're not acting in your best interest, that means next election you get rid of them. But here's the thing, too, You have not because you asked not. What have you actually asked for? I know I asked for the moon, the stars, the sun. I might get a star or two, but I know I asked for everything, you know. But that's a question for you. What have you asked your politicians for? Have you had a conversation with them? Do they even share your views? And countless time and time again, we continue to put people in powerful political positions that don't represent us. Elections have consequences, and I am one of them, believe it or not. Sometimes I go into political events and everyone runs to the other side of the room. I feel like Rudolph, like no one wants me to join in the reindeer games. I ask questions which make everyone uncomfortable. And one part of me is like, oh, wow, maybe I should quit doing it. And the other side of me is saying, no, if you're uncomfortable about the conversation, then we need to start having these talks. We need to start talking about the failing educational system. You know, when did we allow cursive to be taken out of our schools? And predominantly Caucasian areas, they still have cursive in their schools, but we don't. How come we don't have more intense information on our academics, our science? We can. I even thought, I love my school board. I really do. But is it time for some new blood? At some point in time, the next generation needs to step up. And you need to make your voice heard. Now, on November the 6th, I'd like to see you guys get out there and pull some levers. I'd like you to come out and show the same support that you did for me, putting me in office, so that at that particular point in time, we can actually show that we're visible to the next politician who forgets about us come next election time. I don't want anyone to forget that this next election doesn't mean anything. This next election counts. All elections count. And I would really implore those of you in the community, those of you that actually do read my corny videos, to get out there and vote. Let your voice be heard. If you don't like something, speak up about it. I operate my government as a different entity. I started 10 different committees. Can't get hardly anybody to serve on them, but hey, they are still there. One of them was is the Citizens Police Review Board. Can't get enough people to serve on it. Everybody's on Facebook talking about my police department. But then yet, no one has contacted me. I'm still the same person that I was before. I got a title. I had a title before. So a title in front of the name or a title after the name doesn't mean too much to me. But then I also raised so much hell. The Allegheny County Council actually had the public comment for the county-wide Citizens Police Review Board, and I didn't even have 5 people from my community show up. On a Saturday, I did an implicit bias program with the Black Women for Positive Change. I only had 5 people, if that even showed up from the community. But every opportunity that you get, you want to complain about the police department. Where were you? Where? My chief was there. We have complaint forms that if you have a problem with the police or whatever it may be, you can come in, fill out a police report form. You can even come to the council meetings. We have them twice a month. Are you there? No. So how are you supposed to actually make change in the community when the community is not being present? I don't know. Maybe you can help me out with that one. But I'm a little tired. I'm going to go ahead and take myself to sleep. I got a busy day tomorrow. I am giving a speech and introducing Lyle Wood from the Pennsylvania Human Relations. It is an honor. It is a pleasure. And let me see if I can't catch a little snooze. Good night.